Hello everyone, we're back with more tributes, so welcome to another video on our channel News Faster. This video features a list of American legends who died recently or within the last few days. Number 1. Holden Trent. The Philadelphia Union's goalie, Holden Trent, passed away. He was 25. The athlete died on October 26th. His family wrote, "We want to thank everyone for your thoughts and prayers during this difficult time," in a message that was shared on the athlete's Instagram page. Holden passed away this afternoon surrounded by his family and friends. Bree, the soccer player's fiancée, whom he proposed to in December of last year, is his surviving spouse. Trent's cause of death was not disclosed. According to CBS Sports, his family had previously posted on his Instagram story that he had spent the previous week in an intensive care unit. The statement went on to say, "Details on services and celebration of life are forthcoming. Seeing and feeling the love you all have for Holden has greatly moved our family. Holden's family, love." A homage to the sportsman was also given by Trent's team. The Philadelphia Union is devastated by the heartbreaking passing of Holden Trent, the soccer team posted on its website. While he was a wonderful player and fierce competitor, he was more importantly a devoted son, brother, fiancé, and teammate who made those around him better. He embodied the true meaning of determination, dedication, and perseverance, and he will be deeply missed. The note went on. "We send our deepest condolences to his friends, family, and fiancé. There won't be any more statements at this time out of consideration for Holden's friends and family, who we ask that their privacy be respected during their time of grief." Trent, a native of Greensboro, North Carolina, was chosen by the Union with the 28th overall pick in the 2023 MLS Super Draft after attending High Point University. According to ESPN, he had previously made 6 appearances for their second team in MLS Next Pro before passing away before he could make his first team debut. Representatives from MLS also sent their sympathies for the player's passing. Major League Soccer also joins the Philadelphia Union and our entire soccer community in mourning the tragic passing of Union goalkeeper Holden Trent. The league's Instagram page said, "A young goalkeeper with a bright future, Trent showcased determination and professionalism every day as he contributed to the close-knit goalkeeping unit at Philadelphia. We offer our sincere condolences to his fiancée, his family and friends, his teammates, and the entire Philadelphia Union community," the statement went on. "In order to give players and their families the tools and assistance they require during this terrible time, MLS is working with the club." Number 2. Jim Donovan. Jim Donovan, the adored Cleveland Browns radio play-by-play commentator and a television sports mainstay for over 40 years, passed away on Saturday. He was 68. In the midst of his cancer battle, Donovan stepped away from his game day responsibilities with the team prior to this season and departed from his broadcasting job earlier this year. Since the team's expanded revival in 1999, he had been the caller for Cleveland's games. "We and the entire Cleveland Browns organization are having a very tough day," stated Browns owners Jimmy and Dee Haslam. "With his passion for the Browns and his skill at his job, he impacted our fans' lives every Sunday for 25 years as the voice of the Browns. His influence is incalculable. He established a legacy that will endure forever, yet he will be sorely missed. His love for his family was the only thing that surpassed his love for this city and this squad. Our prayers and condolences are with his daughter Megan, his wife Cheryl, and all those who had the good fortune to call Jimmy a friend or family member." Donovan, a Boston native who everyone calls Jimmy, won over Cleveland supporters with his enthusiasm, professionalism, and sense of humor. He spent endless hours getting ready for game broadcasts because he was a stickler for detail. Donovan had just been honored into the Greater Cleveland Sports Hall of Fame and the Browns Legends Club. He hadn't been well enough to go to the events. In an August letter to Browns supporters, Donovan thanked them for their support before he was forced to stand down. I have 25 years of experience calling Browns games. There hasn't been a day that passes that I haven't stopped and felt incredibly proud to be the voice of the Browns, he wrote. Megan, Cheryl, and I am grateful for all of your prayers, love, and support during my difficult times. We feel as though we are surrounded by a large family. And that's the Cleveland Browns' unique selling point. You do. Last October, Donovan had to leave his position as WKYC TV's sports director for a few months in order to receive leukemia treatment. He made it back to the broadcast booth just in time to announce the team's postseason run. He received a bone marrow transplant in 2011 after being diagnosed with chronic lymphocytic leukemia in 2000. Donovan, who attended Boston University, arrived in Cleveland in 1985. Donovan had a number of national network assignments in addition to covering the city's 3 professional sports teams locally. He was a member of NBC's coverage team for the Summer Olympics in 1992 and 1996. Number 3. Barbara Dane. According to her daughter, Nina Menendez, who spoke to the San Francisco Chronicle, Barbara Dane, a titan of jazz, blues, and folk music who relentlessly supported global social justice causes, passed away in her Oakland home on October 20th at the age of 97 from heart failure. Known for her deep voice, Dane was praised for her work with artists such as Louis Armstrong and Muddy Waters. She also founded Paradon Records with her husband, Irwin Silber, who was an activist and music historian. The label released more than 50 CDs addressing feminism, anti-imperialism, and racial justice between 1970 and 1985, providing a platform for activist musicians from the US, Cuba, Palestine, Puerto Rico, Mexico, Greece, and many other countries. The Smithsonian Folkways now has their work stored. In 2021, Dane told the New York Times, "I noticed that whenever the movement in a certain country was strong, there was an emerging music to go with it. I realized that the voices of the people who wrote the songs needed to be heard for this stuff." The Detroit-born Dane started her career as a teenager in the 1940s, singing at protests rather than taking the traditional route to stardom. In the Times interview regarding her early career, she asked, "Why would I want to stand in front of a band wearing a low-cut dress and sing stupid words when I could be singing for workers who are on strike? I didn't think it was a good deal." In that decade, Dane moved to San Francisco and rose to prominence in the city's post-World War II jazz and blues scene, which also served as the catalyst for the careers of Sugar Pie DeSanto and Etta James. Her album Trouble in Mind, released in 1957, was her recording debut. During segregation, she broke with tradition as a white performer by performing with black artists like Memphis Slim and Willie Dixon. Dane started her own club in 1961 in Sugar Hill, North Beach, San Francisco. Bonnie Raitt said National Public Radio in 2011 that, "Even in this business the way it is now, there really isn't anyone that accomplished as much as she did in terms of breaking barriers and standing up for what she believed in. She has always been my musical and political hero and role model." Dane became active in left-wing politics in the 1940s and joined the Communist Party, which she eventually quit for unknown reasons in the 1950s. She still identified as socialist. She was the first American vocalist to appear in Cuba after the revolution in 1966. She debuted her CD I Hate the Capitalist System in 1973 and devoted the 1970s to playing at anti-Vietnam War demonstrations. In her 2022 autobiography, This Bell Still Rings, My Life of Defiance and Song, Dane describes how she suspected her first husband, Rolf Kahn, of providing the FBI with information about her. Dane was one of many artists the FBI surveilled due to their activism. Even into her 90s, Dane remained active. She continued to act and made an appearance in The 9 Lives of Barbara Dane, a 2023 documentary about her life that is presently touring worldwide film festivals, in addition to publishing her book. Her 3 great-grandchildren, as well as her children, Jesse Kahn, Pablo Menendez, and Nina Menendez, as well as her grandson Osamu Menendez, are all musicians. The San Francisco Chronicle reports that an announcement regarding a memorial will be made in the spring.